I honestly think that's a narrative, and I honestly don't think that's not true.
No.
I personally believe, like Uhuru was genuine in not wanting Ruto to become president,
Very.
and wanting Raila to win. And here's the other thing that we're gonna look at it, and here's the power of the narrative. The narrative, the Baba narrative in especially Mount Kenya has been very strong for a very long period of time.
Right.
That like at this point people thought it had been cracked, and it did get cracked, because Baba used to get maybe less than 3% of the vote.
He got 25-26%.
Yeah, but he got
About
25.
about a million.
That's something people don't think about.
People are not getting that.
Yeah. But there are like some people who are actually saying that Wetangula in Bungoma is the one who cost Baba the election, because Bungoma went Kenya Kwanza. Like all other Western province counties went Azimio, including Musalia Mudavadi's Vihiga. They all went Azimio. It was just this one particular county that went Kenya Kwanza. So Mika, tell us a little bit about the politics in that region that maybe that people might not quite understand, because this is not the first time Bungoma was defying the rest of Western Kenya. Mika.
Okay, Ali, one thing you need to know about Bungoma is that was not a strange thing for it to happen. They usually vote like that. They will vote Wetangula because that's their man. So usually we've also seen in situations whereby Wetangula was not with Baba, they will still not vote for Baba, they'll vote on the other side. But that was the only thing he could deliver, which was his own, and I believe that is why he signed that agreement. And I'm sure this is something that Azimio should have expected and should not have caught them by surprise. If it caught them by surprise, I'm really doubting how good they are politically, because they would have known that that area would have switched or would have gone in whatever direction that Wetangula had told them to go, right? Wetangula is still that is one of the major strongholds of Fort Kenya as a party, and they really hold that party to heart. Bungoma is predominantly of the Bukusu community, which was Wamalwa's community, so they will hold that party to heart, and they will vote where that party tells them to vote. Whether they're going to come out winners or not, they will always vote where that party tells them to vote. So for them going with Wetangula, they were sticking to something that was clearly known and something that is usually them. So this is something that Azimio should have expected, and Azimio should have worked on the other counties which have higher populations like Kakamega and Busia, and that those numbers from Bungoma, they cannot say that it costed Baba, but a lot of factors worked in Ali in this election in costing Baba. So we can pinpoint and just say it's that block, but Baba doesn't control that block. It's not his stronghold. It's not his stronghold. He has a strong chokehold in Busia. He has a strong chokehold in Kakamega, but not in Bungoma. He doesn't have that. Not in Trans Nzoia. So they should have, as OneMic has said, Duko, they should have rallied down on their numbers on the ground, on where they knew they had the numbers and they knew they were strong, and they could have nullified that threat. But if we start pointing regions where you say that Baba lost the elections, there are a lot of areas you can pinpoint that has considered his stronghold and did come out to vote, and those numbers could have turned what was in Bungoma. Back to you.
Okay, asante sana Mika, and want to remind the listeners that you're tuned into the OneMicShow. The number to call is 202-683-4570 *5 to speak. We want to hear your opinions. Omwenga Albo anasema Baba's campaign was weak. It felt like people expected him to win. Personally, I think Uhuru played him. And And you know that thing, I don't know, I'll disagree with respectfully disagree with Albo. Albo, by the way, is the guy responsible for making our videos. You know, kama uko na kazi yote ya video editing, you know, feel free to inbox him hapo. He's also mtu wa masinema. What exactly does he do with the masinema? Does he make movies?
3D, sci-fi 3D.
Okay.
Sci-fi. So if you guys, there's Lady Moran, go check out YouTube, Lady Moran, on the YouTube channel, 3D Africa.
Okay. Yeah. And
Albo, weka link hapo boss.
Weka link hapo boss, usiogope na utatuona kando. But weka link hapo. And he also reviews Kenyan movies.
Yes.
You know, he reviews Kenyan movies, so if you go to his YouTube page, Albo, feel free kuweka link hapo, watu weze kujua wewe ni nani, and yeah. But yeah, so coming back to
just to go ahead.
Yeah.
I was going to read some comments.
No, coming back to this issue of Uhuru played Raila, you know, I honestly think that's a narrative, and I honestly don't think that's not true.
No.
You know, I personally believe, you know, like, Uhuru was genuine in not wanting Ruto to become president.
Very.
And wanting Raila to win. And here's the other thing that we're going to look at it, you know, like, and here's the power of the narrative. The narrative, the Baba narrative in especially Mount Kenya has been very strong for a very long period of time.
Right.
That, you know, like at this point, people thought it had been cracked. And it did get cracked because Baba used to get maybe less than 3% of the vote.
He got 26%.
Yeah, but he got
about
25.
About a million.
That's something people don't think about.
People are not getting that.
Yeah, people are not getting that point.
Yes.
You know, which is, you know, like some people are saying, you know, it might be too late, but getting 25%, that's 1 in 4. You know, which is a big deal.
And you remember when we had this discussion, I remember saying that it was along the lines of, if everything else held constant,
yeah,
meaning strongholds come out, kama kawa strong, then we just get between 20 and 30% of the mountain.
Yeah,
it's a wrap on this one.
Yeah,
that was what we had discussed over here. I recall very well.
Yes,
carry on.
No, but
so
we are almost. Go ahead.
Paul, I was just wondering, did Uno say we? I just want to clarify.
See, the discussion we were having here on the OneMicShow pertaining to the numbers.
You failed. Ali, continue.
No,